moving themselves forward. Plenty of road furniture roundabouts to contend with. It's not contested here in La Vella, Andorra La Vella. Lorenzo Fortunato rolls through. He takes the 20 points of that intermediate sprint. The 10 riders in the breakaway are at the bottom of the Alto de la Comella, this second categorized climb, 4.2 kilometers long with an average gradient of 8%. However, gradients upward of 10, 11, 12% along the way. Arcade B&B hotels having come to prominence in the last few kilometers. They send one rider up the road. Meanwhile, at the front of the race, they crest the top of the Alto de la Comella on this second categorized climb. Let's see the replay. Here we go. This is what's happened to João Almeida. He's had to have a bike change. He takes off the bottles. The mechanic's out of the car. They take the spare bike off the roof of the team car. Doma Novak right on hand to help João Almeida, the Portuguese rider, come back to the group.
And here we see Jay Vine having left behind the other riders of the breakaway. He decides to try to go solo from here to the finish line. It looked like we saw him also go and crest that Alto de la Comella as first rider.
The chasers to Jay Vine pass through 15 kilometers to go. They trail by 17 seconds. Archie Ryan dancing on the pedals, trying to break away from this group. He's got his teammate James Shaw. He's number 87 in that pink jersey. And yo-yoing on and off the back is Bruno Amorai.
About to officially start this last climb, the climb to the finish line in Pal, but if we would have all been able to see.
He fought his way back on, and Torsten Træen, the 30-year-old Norwegian rider from Bahrain Victorious, is going in pursuit of Jay Vine with 5.4 kilometers to go. He's starting to eat into that deficit. 54 seconds between Jay Vine and Torsten Træen. It's the young Spaniard who's starting to be distanced from the peloton. This is a huge shock, the first mountain test, and already Ayuso showing that he cannot follow his rivals. They took the gamble, got themselves into that breakaway. Now we see the first moves from the peloton behind. Giulio Ciccone strikes to gain some time on his rivals. Jonas Vingegaard, cue to that move. The red jersey gets himself right onto the wheel of the Italian from Lidl Trek. They're working together here, Jonas Vingegaard and Giulio Ciccone. This is good news for the Italian. And Lidl Trek, in the last 20 kilometers, they sprung to prominence. He still chases. He's still in pursuit. He wants to try and gain as much time as possible on his rivals, perhaps hoping that maybe this man might capitulate towards the top of Pal, the first mountain test of this year's Vuelta a Spaniard. Jay Vine, he took his first pro victory. That came on stage 6 of La Vuelta. And 3 years later, Jay Vine is going to win stage 6 again. Grand Tour stage victory number 3 for the Australian. His first Grand Tour stage victory in the colours of UAE Team Emirates XRG. And he wins the first mountain test. And it's going to be Bahrain Victorious who are in red. Torsten Træen takes second on the stage on the first mountain test here in Pal in Andorra and rides himself into La Roja, leading La Vuelta.
Here is a little bit of marking going on between the leaders, and it gives the opportunity for some of the riders that were distanced first to come back. But the moment they get back on there is a big attack from João Almeida, being followed by Jonas Vingegaard, and on his wheel, Giulio Ciccone.
Well, they're going to sprint it out, and João Almeida wants to try and grab a handful of seconds if possible. 200 meters remain for the main rivals fighting for this general classification. Well, Torsten Træen has just put himself into the red jersey. Vingegaard saying goodbye to that. It's going to be João Almeida who, he doesn't break the group behind. They come in 4 minutes and 21 seconds down on that of the stage winner Vine.